I still remember back in 2022, you know, I was kind of limited in the shopping area by what I could bring onto the airplane. And at the end of the day, I ended up buying one thing, and it was a now Tokataki pot, this big large oval that I couldn't even carry onto the airplane because that was the only thing left. So I ended up getting some help from my friend David to drive it back. Before this time around, Stephen and I, we said, let's drive. That way we can do some nursery crawls and then, you know, bring back some pots, trees, whatever it is that we find at the expo. And it worked out really well.
Hey there, this is Steve at Lone Pine Gardens in Sebastopol, California. My buddy Luke here, and just want to give you a brief overview of our nursery. We've been in business since 1975. Business actually started with my parents and my aunt and uncle in England. Then they traveled this way and found an appropriate piece of property on the Sonoma coast and started this nursery, 4 acres. We grow a variety of different bonsai material, cacti, succulents. We have elms, oaks, junipers. We grow pine trees, pomegranates, maples, quite a lot of things we grow in the ground, as well as small starts. Pretty much a good selection from anywhere from beginner, intermediate, into advanced. And we have pottery, a lot of various supplies, accent plants, and come and visit us in beautiful Sebastopol. And this is late October, beautiful weather right now, and we're here just before the Pacific Expo, and so we're enjoying talking with people from out of town that are coming into the area. Just had a couple from Wisconsin traveling a long way to come down to the Bay Area this week. Hope you can come in soon and enjoy what we've been enjoying here for almost 50 years.
Yeah, rosemary. That's pretty cool. How about that? These are our Chinese quince out here. Oh, I believe these are umes. They're big umes too. Wow. They don't have the barking on them yet, but they don't get that big very often. Yeah, definitely kind of got my eye on these coast oaks because this is one of my checklist items for checking out these nurseries. But we'll keep looking. We'll keep looking.
With some talent, Peter.
Look at this. Really nice. Very small needle white pine. Aged bark. Really cool tree. Great tree. Look at the lichen on this.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that takes time to develop. And of course my shadow is all over it. But that's not something you scrape off. This is throwing me right now. Is it a cedrus? It's big.
It looks like a cedrus.
I think it's a cedrus, but it almost looks like, yeah. And well, the bark is so aged. And let's use Steven for size. That thing is monstrous. Monstrous. Cool tree. I like it. Oh, look at this.
It feels like spruce.
This is kind of stickler. Interesting. And this is a big coast right here.
That's beautiful.
Little toasty on this side. It's okay. It needs to come
It's that
back.
time of year.
Yeah. That side's dead though.
But it's pretty.
Yeah. That's a big tree. Nice Acer palmatum. And then looks like in-ground growing there to get those guys thickened up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back down to that field and then maybe. This is the succulent greenhouse. And I am sometimes a sucker for succulents and euphorbias. There is a variety here that actually makes a pretty cool bonsai. Oh gosh, I forget the name of it. Is it this one? This is a big one. It's a Pachopodium type. But this one is a lot bigger than what I've seen. These are fun, but they would require some work. Bring them indoors in Seattle. Oh, this is a variegated bougainvillea.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
In the ground.
Yeah. I was climbing, so it threw me off for a second.
Yep.
I thought it was like a wisteria.
Nope, that's how they grow down here.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really nice.
For the next 2 years.
So here's a trident that looks pretty nice. Thick base. Actually, there's a tiny bit more taper on it, but that's nice. 1800. Monster. I believe this is a cork oak, actually.
It is.
Yeah, coasts don't get that chunky. But I don't know if they like our weather, though.
Probably.
Oh, they don't like that rain.
It might do okay though.
Yeah.
If it's in this environment here.
Yeah, and something very well draining.
I don't see any tags and stuff.
Yeah, that looks like,
Owner's tree.
yeah,
These are nice too.
flagship tree of some sort. Hokkaidos do not get this big. Check this out. Come over here. I'll show you something. Oh, it's a nice looking maple. 1200 for Japanese palmatum. Green maple. Nice curves. Beautiful curves on that. Is this a Kote Hime? Might be. Leaves are kind of similar to that. That's a thick Amur maple. Trident. All right. That's a big Hokkaido elm right there. I mean, they don't get this big normally. Okay, I know what this is. That is a Chilean guava. And I have one of these actually that I need to turn into a bonsai. And fruits are edible. Cool. I love seeing that there's an example here that I can kind of use for styling my tree. And I love it. Look how thick that base is. Awesome. And so they have the compound leaves like that. Very cool. Or meme. Where? Little guy? Oh, little coast. You know I'm gonna keep an eye out for something bigger.
I know.
Some more Amur maples. Something with more, some more character in the bark.
Should have bought that hammer maple.
Yeah. Yatsubutsa. That's the one that Ryan Neal had in the show 2 years ago. The big, thick one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a thick little juniper, formal upright. Yeah, I've got a couple that are like in this size, but not the branching. Yeah, you just need to carve that guy off.
Yep.
How much is it?
I don't know. I don't see price.
Maybe it's on the other side. Oh,
One's like frogs under the pots.
plantings. Cool. Little guys here. Trident there.
Good, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Oh, look at this olive. Chunky. I love the mixture of kind of like cacti. It's cool. It's a cork bark white pine, which is actually a little bit more rare than the usual. Look at that winging. I wonder if it's mother stock for grafting.
Could be based on the branches.
Yeah, because they're just letting it run. What are they going for? Can't see that. It's faded. That is a crazy looking olive. I mean, honestly, this is not a bad tree, right? This is actually pretty nice. I like that. It's that very gentle. And maples, you kind of don't want extreme, you know, curves and bends. This is 250. Might be something worth it. Yeah. Some Amur maples. Silverberries, ginkgos. Yeah, that's a big, I believe these are probably American hornbeam actually. Yeah, they're thick. The leaves are bigger, so they're definitely not Korean.
400.
That's big though.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. First nursery in California, Lone Pine Nursery, and wonderful owners. I mean, once we got chatting up with them, they kind of understood what we're here for. We're here for the expo and taking a tour of some of the nurseries here. And I love this place. It's nice open fields, good space, and wide variety of trees. And yeah, I mean, if I was some kind of bonsai club, this is where I would go to get some material for demos or, you know, classes or workshop. So awesome. If you get a chance, I would check this place out. They've got fields of young seedlings and large stuff, developed stuff, potted stuff, and a wide array of species that you would use for bonsai. I tried it: maples, black pines, cedrus, hornbeams, oaks. What else we got here? Olives, junipers. So cool. I mean, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now, and I'm walking through their kind of field section. I want to show you something. So I do see this coast live oak that I am very attracted to. It's got these nice little curves and good height to it. I mean, it does need some time to kind of fill out and develop the pads, but every time I go to the nursery, I mean, what I'm looking for is good structure, and that has good structure, and the foundation is built, right? Like, as opposed to this guy, where you have the dead straight twin trunks, much harder to develop. This guy, however, sexy, very, very sexy tree. So I'm actually contemplating maybe buying this guy. So we'll see. Okay, so what did I come home with? Well, from Lone Pine Nursery, I did end up getting that coast oak. Now I liked it because it has all of the bones and the curves and the structure already, you know, the good foundation already built into the tree. So that's why I got it. Coast oak, sorry, I almost said coast redwood, but coast oak are not very commonly found in Washington. And you guys down in California though, you got oaks everywhere. They grow wild on the freeway. Every open land has oaks almost. And anyway, so this is a coast live oak. I like it because it does have small leaves. Generally, it works really well for bonsai. Now, they do have a smoother bark along the trunk line, and so it does take a long time to develop that kind of corking and that aged bark, unlike the cork oak and some other varieties of oak that develop the bark in much sooner and, you know, kind of at a younger age. Now, it's not going to look like Bonsai Mike's coast oak that he had in the show, but a man can dream. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love doing nursery crawls and, you know, just finding something interesting to buy and bring home. It's because I have a bad buying habit. But if you have a nursery or want to make a suggestion for me to go to, I will one of these days try to make it. And so, yeah, feel free to make suggestions in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, yada, 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 all that good stuff. So, yeah, see you next time.